Hi there, I'm Jamie, or Dr. Catlow, one of the Gastroenterology Registrar Fellows at North Tees Hospital, and also doing an MD at Newcastle University, looking at developing a behaviour change intervention to improve colonic polyp detection. I'm going to talk through the objectives of our study, look at the development of the behaviour change intervention, and then its implementation in the NED APRIQOT study nationally. So we know that colonoscopy quality has got some variation in it, and that's somewhat unwarranted. We know that low polyp detection rate is associated with higher post-colonoscopy colorectal cancer, and we think improving detection may reduce cancer risk. We know that from the Cochrane review that audit and feedback interventions modestly improve performance by about 5%, but many have been criticised for not having a theoretical underpinning, and so no real understanding of how the intervention was meant to work in each clinical situation. So our objective, using NED data, was to develop a behaviour change intervention. This could go out to endoscopists to improve the mean number of polyps they detected. So I undertook a literature review of audit and feedback and drafted an intervention using the theory of planned behaviour and feedback intervention theory. We then undertook rounds of semi-structured cognitive interviews with participants talking aloud as they interacted with the intervention. We purposefully sampled the professional role and refined the behaviour change intervention after each round. We stopped recruitment once no new themes arrived, and that was after about 19 interviews across 6 NHS sites. So what did we find? Well, this is the behaviour change intervention. It's got some headline data, which summarises your mean number of polyps adjusted for case mix. This was endorsed as an acceptable key performance indicator by endoscopists. We needed to give a bit more refinement information in introductory texts and give some more basic information about the polyps they found for it to be credible. We used a social comparison, which was found to be motivating by endoscopists, particularly when we identified an expert group, particularly when this was visual, as the top 25% as an aspirational quartile to be aiming for. We used a colour design with red to highlight negative or kind of underperformance, and blue as a calming colour to indicate middle of the road performance or expected performance, as opposed to amber, which made people more anxious. So we then had some personalised action plan based on process outcomes. Now you'll recognise these process outcomes of proximal detection, withdrawal time, Buscopan, and rectal retroversion, because they've all got correlation in the literature with kind of overall detection. They're linked to plans that endoscopists believed would increase their detection and plans that they felt they were able to implement. These smart plans, as you can see here, often involve using an assistant or a nurse in the room to time or prompt. And so we found that this was feasible for endoscopists. Also led to some exploration of the complex social barriers in the endoscopy room between the nurses and the endoscopist. Finally, we then have a section on 4-month data and a trend, mainly because longer periods of data were found to be more credible, and endoscopists like to look at a trend for associations and improvements. It also had click link information, which went to the website, so you can see your progress over the entirety of the study or over a longer period of time, which endoscopists wanted. So what next? Well, we're implementing the behaviour change intervention as part of the NED APRIQOT study, comparing it to normal audit and feedback. It's been rolled out to 36 sites across England and over 500 endoscopists, and we should have results by December 2021. Many thanks. Ooh, where's the stop button?